Good morning and welcome to today's daily devotion. Dave asked me a couple of weeks ago if he didn't mind sharing something, and I wasn't entirely sure what to share with you guys, but I just thought I'd talk you through my lockdown experience and thoughts. For most people, lockdown can be described in one or a combination of the following scenarios. If you're retired, your daily routine is probably being broken and weekly social events cancelled. Some people were furloughed from their job, which brought the bonus of time with their families, but at the same time financial burden. Others may have found their job situation changing, reduction in hours and even redundancy for others. Those with children found themselves having to learn how to homeschool, as you can all imagine how much of a challenge that's been for the children and for the parents. For some people, work's been more demanding than before and more time spent at work. For other people, you may have experienced illness during this time, and in unfortunate circumstances, some have lost loved ones. And for most of us, the inability to socially react with friends and family has been the most difficult. For me, there definitely has been a combination of quite a few of the above. Pressures of work has meant longer hours and less time available for friends and family activities. The threat of redundancy for myself, which thankfully didn't happen. Sian suffered with illness for 3 weeks, which proved a real challenge for us all. Homeschooling 3 children has been an extra challenge in itself, but very rewarding at the same time to seeing the children learning and progressing at home. Downtime has been split with time with the kids and doing DIY projects around the house. But what this period has made me realise is, out of the small amount of time I have had free, how much time I've made available in the Lord's presence compared to other things I've put first, mainly family or home improvements around the house. Luke 10:38 tells us, as Jesus and the disciples were on their way, they came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he had said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be done. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by herself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things, but things that are needed are indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not take her away from. Reminded in the story about the importance of spending time in the Lord's presence and not filling your time being busy. For those of us who have the benefit of time over the last few months, I hope you've used your time well and managed to dedicate the time during the day to spend in the Lord's presence, and hope you can do so when the new normal returns. As we are coming out of full lockdown and restrictions are lifted, we're all starting to think about what the new normal will actually be. And I'd like to leave you with a challenge. As you start to plan your new normal, why not strip away the things which used to keep you unnecessarily busy and put that time into the Lord's presence instead? For those of you with smartphones, it's easy to pick up the phone and check your favourite app, whether that be the news, social media, Sky Sports, or a favourite game. But next time, before you check these apps, ask yourself, how much time have I spent with the Lord today compared to how much time I spent using my phone? For those of you with Apple devices, there's a handy feature called Screen Time, which tells you exactly how much time you spent on your phone and on which apps. I'm sure the other phone platforms have a similar feature, or you might have to go old school and note down on pen and paper how much time you spend on these things. So, on that note, I'd like to leave you for today with the thought, how much time do I spend unnecessarily on things and how much time do I spend in the Lord's presence? Have a great day. Goodbye.